The indigenous people known as the Ainu established their unique culture here. Skiers and snowboarders come here for some of the best snow in the world. In the short summers, lavender fields spread like a purple carpet. And you meet adorable animals here, not seen in the rest of the country. I'm talking about Hokkaido, the vast northern land of unspoiled wilderness. Konnichiwa. Hello and welcome to another edition of Talk About Japan. I'm Mitsuaki, your guide to Japan. Japan is made up of 47 prefectures that are broadly grouped into 8 regions. Today, we'll focus on Hokkaido. Hokkaido is the northernmost, the coldest, the least densely populated, and the most recently developed region, and has been the country's most popular tourist destination for many years. Let's first look at the overview of Hokkaido, and then focus on the features and attractions of some of the major cities and scenic spots of Hokkaido. では、始めましょう! Hokkaido is the northernmost of Japan's 4 main islands. Hokkaido faces 3 seas, which are the Pacific Ocean, the Sea of Japan, and the Sea of Okhotsk. Unlike other regions in Japan, which consist of several prefectures, Hokkaido region includes only one prefecture, that is Hokkaido Prefecture, due to its vastness. In addition to the island of Hokkaido, the prefecture comprises the surrounding smaller islands, including the northern territories disputed with Russia. The region has an area of 83,000 square kilometers, which represents about 22% of the country's area, and a population of 5 million, or about 4% of the country's population, which makes Hokkaido the region with the lowest population density. Like most other regions in Japan, Hokkaido has a mountainous terrain with many volcanoes. The mountains of Teshio, Kitami, Ishikari, and Hidaka run from north to south across Hokkaido. In the center of the island rises the Daisetsuzan volcanic group, which is known as the Roof of Hokkaido. The highest peak is Mount Asahi at an elevation of 2,291 meters. Some of the notable flatlands of Hokkaido are Ishikari Plain, home to Sapporo, Tokachi Plain, Konsen Plateau, and Kamikawa Basin, home to Asahikawa. Hokkaido is also home to a number of beautiful caldera lakes. Among the notable ones are Lake Kusharo, the largest caldera lake in the country, and Lake Mashu, known for its transparent blue water. Hokkaido has a subarctic climate with very cold winters and cool and short summers. Unlike other Japanese regions, Hokkaido has no rainy season and typhoons rarely make landfall. Hokkaido's climate differs markedly between the Sea of Japan side and the Pacific Ocean side, divided by the mountains in the center of the island. The Sea of Japan side receives heavy snowfall in winter due to the monsoon coming from the northwest. On the other hand, the Pacific Ocean side is less snowy because the monsoon is blocked by the mountains in the center of the island. In the summer, the Pacific Ocean side has high precipitation because of the moist monsoon from the southeast. Similarly, the mountains block the monsoon, leading to less precipitation on the Sea of Japan side in summer. The ocean currents around Hokkaido also affect the climate. The Sea of Japan side has relatively higher temperatures due to the warm Tsushima current flowing from the south, while the Pacific Ocean side is relatively cooler due to the cold Oyashio current flowing from the north. In addition, dense fog over the Pacific coast in summer reduces sunshine hours and lowers temperatures. The Sea of Okhotsk side is somewhere in between the two, and drift ice rushes in during the winter. And the inland area of northern Hokkaido, home to Asahikawa, experiences the severest cold temperatures. In 1902, the temperatures in the region dropped to minus 41 degrees Celsius, the lowest temperature ever recorded in Japan. Hokkaido was once called Ezochi and was inhabited by the Ainu, an indigenous people with a unique culture and a language unrelated to Japanese. The Ainu people lived primarily by fishing, hunting, and gathering. The first Japanese settlers came to southern Hokkaido around the 13th century to trade with the Ainu people. When Japan entered the Edo period under the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate in the early 17th century, the Matsumae domain was newly established in southern Hokkaido and granted exclusive trading rights with the Ainu by the shogunate. At times, the Ainu launched rebellions against the Japanese settlers, but they were all suppressed. After the collapse of the Tokugawa shogunate in the 19th century, the island's full-scale development was launched by the Japan's new imperial government. The first pioneers were samurai who were defeated by the new imperial government forces in the civil war known as the Boshin War and had their land taken away. They struggled to develop the wilderness land while enduring extreme cold. Next came colonist militias known as Tondenhei, recruited by the government. Under strict discipline, they worked hard at cultivating and farming land and training for military service. Later, many immigrants followed to seek new opportunities in the northern island. Many of them were farmers who decided to start a new life in Hokkaido after their home villages were devastated by floods or earthquakes. In the process of developing Hokkaido, the Japanese government adopted a policy of forced assimilation of the Ainu people into Japan. As a result, much of the traditional Ainu culture was lost, and the Ainu language became an endangered language. Today, efforts are being made to preserve the Ainu culture and heritage. And thanks to the efforts of the pioneers who transformed the uncultivated wilderness into a fertile soil, Hokkaido has become the leading food supplier in Japan. Today, the prefecture ranks first in the country in both agricultural output and fish catch. Next, let's have a look at some of the major cities of Hokkaido. Sapporo is the largest city in Hokkaido with a population of 2 million and has been the island's center of politics and economy for much of its modern history. The beautiful streets of the city are filled with reminders of its pioneer history. The former Hokkaido government office is an American-style neo-Baroque building completed in 1888 and is a symbol of the city. Sapporo Clock Tower is the oldest clock tower in the country. It was originally built in 1878 as the drill hall of the former Sapporo Agricultural College, which is now Hokkaido University. It is one of the few surviving Western-style buildings from the early days of the island's development. On Hitsujigaoka Hill stands a statue of Dr. William Smith Clark, an American educator who taught at Sapporo Agricultural College and is known as the father of Hokkaido's development. Sapporo is also a mecca for ramen lovers. The city is known as the birthplace of miso-flavored ramen. Sapporo ramen is characterized by its soup, which is rich and thick with a lot of fat, and medium-thick noodles with a wavy texture. Asahikawa is Hokkaido's second largest city, that overlooks the majestic Daisetsuzan Mountains. It is a central city in northern Hokkaido. Asahikawa is known for its cold climate due to its inland location, and is currently well known for Asahiyama Zoo, Japan's northernmost zoo. The highlight is its behavioral exhibits, which allow the animals to act as they would in their natural habitat. Especially popular is the penguin walk, which is only available during the winter season. And being a transportation hub in the area, Asahikawa is a convenient starting point for excursions to some of the Hokkaido's most iconic spots, such as BA, Furano, and Sounkyo Gorge. Hakodate is Hokkaido's third largest city and faces Honshu Island across the Tsugaru Strait. Hakodate was one of the country's 5 ports that were opened to foreign trade in the final years of the shogunate rule in the 19th century. So it was one of the country's first places to be exposed to Western culture in modern Japanese history. Hakodate Orthodox Church was founded in 1860 by the Russian consulate as Japan's first Orthodox church. The existing building, built in 1916, is the symbol of Hakodate. Goryokaku is a massive star-shaped citadel built in the mid-19th century for the defense of Ezochi, modern-day Hokkaido. It was the site of fierce battles in the final stages of the Boshin War fought between the samurai loyal to the shogunate and the new Meiji imperial government armies. The citadel has been transformed into a public park and is known as one of the best cherry blossom viewing spots in Hokkaido. Finally, I would like to take you to 2 of the places where you can encounter Hokkaido's unique wildlife. Shiretoko is a peninsula in northeastern Hokkaido, edged with cliffs falling directly into the sea. Shiretoko is registered as UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site for its pristine nature and amazing biodiversity, supported by the seas, rivers, and forests. Here, you can encounter such adorable animals as Yezo deer, Siberian flying squirrel, and Yezo red fox. But you should take every precaution to avoid sudden encounters with brown bears. Shiretoko is one of the densest brown bear habitats in the world. Turning to the Pacific Ocean side, Kushiro Marshland is the largest wetland in Japan, formed along the Kushiro River and its tributaries. Kushiro Marshland is a treasure trove of wildlife, home to about 700 species of plants and 1,300 species of animals. Among them, red-crowned cranes only survive in the wetlands in eastern Hokkaido, including Kushiro Marshland. Red-crowned cranes were once believed to be extinct due to overhunting and habitat loss, but they were later rediscovered in the Kushiro marshlands. Here, you can see their graceful courtship dance. And in Japanese tradition, they have been cherished as a symbol of a happy marriage. These are just some of the features and attractions of Hokkaido. Hokkaido differs from the rest of Japan to the south with its grandeur, subarctic climate, biodiversity, and pioneering history, giving the region a charm that cannot be found anywhere else in the country. Now over to you. If you have ever been to Hokkaido, please share your recommended places to visit or attractions. And if you have never been to Hokkaido, what are something in this video that you found interesting? Please write down in the comments down below. And to everyone, thank you for watching. ありがとうございました。 さようなら。